What's up everyone, Vu of FujiFilms, and I am back with another idiotic video for you to watch. And it's kind of unplanned, something I've just been kind of like thinking about doing or thinking about talking about, but I think I should get this out of my system considering all 5 of my subscribers, probably 3 of you, decided to get like a Fuji X-T4 based off of what I've been telling you to do, which you likely made a very solid choice as I love the X-T4, but I am primarily a Sony user and still am, and of course I'm very excited about the new Sony a7S III announcement on July 28th. Now, with that being said, I have a massive dilemma on my hands right now. Do I keep the Fuji X-T4 and the Sony a7S III when I get it and use both systems? Or should I just stick with Sony entirely? And I'm still deciding on that. Even as of right now, it's still something that's weighing heavily on my mind because I love the Fuji X-T4. I love it for video. I am kind of like on the fence about it regarding photography, and I'm about to tell you why right now. So the other day, I decided to go do like a maternity shoot for my wife. We went out to like some sunflower fields and some other like flower fields to do a maternity photo shoot. And man, I took 2 cameras, man. I first I just set this up, FujiFilm X-T4, and I could have used like the smaller Viltrox and or the Viltrox 23 or 35, or I mean the Viltrox 33, but I decided to do the 18 and 35 because I was gonna also do some video with it. And as you can see, it's a pretty massive setup, but it's versatile, you know. And I just decided, hey, I need something versatile. Do some wides at the 18mm, and then get some more portrait looks at 35mm, as well as shoot the videos. And then as I took it out and I started doing some photographs with it, man. It was just something was missing, man. It was kind of hectic, My wife, I had to try to pose her, and then I had my like daughter. She's 3, so she's wild. She's hard to control, and things got really cumbersome, And I said, man, I got to make this simpler for myself. So luckily, I had my a7 III also packed with just a 35mm f1.8, which is like my absolute favorite combination to take photos with, the 35mm, and I just stuck with this the whole time, which is concerning because I'm more comfortable with this. It just feels better in the hand, and for photography, it's just so responsive, autofocus, like everything just locks on. Like it is so easy and so simple to use a Sony system to take photos with, and the photos turn out fantastic every time. Incredibly high hit rate. No, and especially if you have like a toddler like myself who you will never get to look at the camera or smile. The fact that every single shot, even though if I'm spraying and praying, it will get in focus, so that one shot that where she is looking or she is smiling, I get it. Like it's not missed. Whereas the Fuji, there's like this huge lack of confidence with the autofocus system for photography and videography. So it's something that's always constantly had to be massaged. There's actually a lot more of a process to taking good, accurate photos with it, which is a problem because I would hate to have to carry around 2 camera bodies all the time. You know what I mean? One for photo, one for video. And here comes the bad news about the Sony a7S III. It is pretty much all but confirmed to be a 12 megapixel camera. What does that mean? 12 megapixels is great if you want like a full readout for 4K. But for photos, I'm gonna be honest with you, I need at least probably 20 megapixels. 24, I mean, not to say 12 megapixel photos isn't going to be great, but I did find myself cropping in and out a little bit here and there, even on the 24 megapixel sensor. And, the photos still look very sharp. But at 12 megapixels, I believe you cannot crop anything. So you have to be pretty much nailed, and you're not going to have like the ultimate sharp photos where you could blow up and you know, hang on your wall or something like that. It's probably not enough megapixels for that. So there's my concern, because I will probably still have to carry two cameras. I would still probably have to have a Sony a7 III and like a Sony a7S III if I'm going to do video and photo. I can't just rely on the a7S III to do video and photo at a really high professional level. However, if I'm just shooting a video shoot, obviously, wedding video, you know, when I do client work, it's usually just one or the other. I do mostly, probably 99% of my client work is wedding filmmaking, commercial filmmaking. So I will only need the video use, so I would only need a Sony a7S III. But in some instances, especially with my family or, you know, some certain clients that I have good rapport with, I'll do photo and video for them. I'm gonna have to take two cameras. And that's a great thing actually about the ESR5. One is not overheating, is that it is truly a great hybrid system. You have great video specs and you have great photo specs. And as I'm saying again, not to say that the Sony a7S III has horrible photo specs. I'm sure it has great dynamic range and low light capabilities due to the big pixels, but it is not enough megapixels. I mean, you're looking at, what is that, 20 to 36 megapixels of the Canon. So that's something to think about when you're deciding which camera you want to buy. I know I always say Canon sucks and all that stuff, but if you just want like one truly just hybrid camera, yes, the a7S III is usable, but the Canon is probably the better overall hybrid cameras, the ESR6 and R5. So that's a huge dilemma I have right now, guys. Like, should I, you tell me, you know, should I keep the Fuji in my kit with the 1835 and the Viltrox lenses and get the a7S III and somehow use both for video? Or should I just get rid of this and use part of what I get for this for the a7S III? Because I don't know, man, because right now, like, this is not a true hybrid camera for me. Like, I still have the urge that I need to carry the Sony. And mind you, you know, like, if you watch my recent vlog on the ZV-1, which I'm actually also filming this video with because it's so unplanned, I just set up, the light here is actually from my computer monitor. I just put a white screen up. But when we went to the beach in my previous vlog, I bought both cameras too, and I actually shot all the photos of my wife and daughter on this camera and probably a little bit with the ZV-1 as well. I didn't really use this. I bought this. It's a pretty big kit right here. I didn't even use it. So that's really concerning for me, but I just want to be upfront, honest, and transparent with what I am going through as a creator, especially when I tell you guys certain things, or especially when you guys make your purchase decisions based on, you know, what I say or what I review. Gosh, this is a great video camera, and I've been shooting with it since I got it in my hands, like I think back in April or late May or early May or something like that. I've done some client work. I have not even shot a wedding with this yet because of COVID, but yeah, and you know, the only thing I've shot with is like some videos of my daughter, but this is amazing video camera, amazing package. But even so, like, you know, ergonomics wise, I still got to keep this cage on it because the camera itself, I just don't like it. I don't like the ergonomics as much as I enjoy the Sony due to the nice girth and the grip here. You know, as an Asian male, I'm not used to holding this girthy thing, so you know, it's good to be able to hold some girth once in a while. That was inappropriate, and of course I'm lying because, you know, I'm more used to, okay, that's enough. So anyways, guys, help me out, give me a suggestion or two, tell me what you think. Keep in mind, I have nothing but Sony lenses and stuff in the back. Like, I am stacked with Sony glass, so there's no doubt I'm getting a Sony a7S III. Pre-ordering it the second I can. But should I keep the Fuji X-T4 with my kit? Because I really love this camera for video work. The image, the colors, you know, IBIS is really nice for handheld work. Gosh, 4K 60-10-bit, which the Sony a7S III will have. Oh man, tough times over here at the FujiFilm's basement. Studio. So Let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate all the subscriptions from all of my subscribers. Hit the notification bell. All that, man. It really helps me out during these times, especially since I don't have like a crap tons of weddings because they're all been like rescheduled. So all the support, I appreciate it. Comments, all that, guys. And till next time, lighten up.